Such as these.
This thing smells.
Safeguard yourself and your loved ones. Join us in the endless prayer. The Divine will answer, but first we must ask. Weak faith enables tragedies such as these. Safeguard yourself and your loved ones. Join us in the endless prayer. The Divine will answer. First we must ask.
The spirit turns her gaze upon you. Her eyes blaze with cruel disdain, and she resists the inquiry. But before the door in her mind closes, you gather a single... She tilts her head, resisting your intrusion. No sooner do you catch hold of a memory than she snatches it back. The spirit resists. She bombards you with memories of the taste of the food at official receptions. The vision appears. The dream is escaping out through the garden and into... The spirit turns her gaze upon you. You tear at the... And the last thing...
Stissa, the lizard god. The artist has certainly captured her arrogance. garden, at least, is unscathed.
Onward, then.
The spirit doesn't speak. The lizard spirit... shores emerge from the heart of this breastplate. Ash and a warm red mist surround you. The city has no lizard architecture, save the heat envelops you from head to toe as a guttural
I see you. And find the place.
that long as the feeling dissipates. A lizard in ritualistic
In Eternity's dream, I have seen you
Yet my dreams speak of horrors too.
There is a place of safety in the city. Take me to the place that consumes.
The spirit of an older man observes.
That poor boy is wasting his time walking upon. Did you tell him what you thought of his little picture? Unfortunate, isn't it? He isn't without talent, but he never. Of course, my finest work. I drew. They are part of a private collection. There's a reproduction on display at the cathedral. Of course I am. I painted the great.
The spirit of an older man.
That poor. Did you tell him what you.
The spirit gut.
If there was anything important here, the whites must
What is this? Am I dreaming? I went to my bunk after patrolled you. I'll wake up in a minute. Winslow's snoring always wakes me. This can't be real. What? I don't know anything about the Black Ring. I must be dreaming. I saw her enter the city with the whites. Or did I? Did I dream it? Am I dreaming you? No, it isn't.
The spirit of a half-dressed magister stands before you, fumbling to draw his phantom blade from its sheath. The spirit manages to draw his sword.
Alarm! Sound the alarm! There's paladins attacking! Where are...
He starts to swipe and jab his sword at an unseen opponent.
I wonder if society, the Magister say.
The spirit of a half... The spirit...
If I were one, where would I hide something I didn't want found?
Damn you! Stop bleeding!
The paladin presses a wad of fresh bandages upon a steadily bleeding leg wound. For a moment, it's...
Damn it! My thanks. This is just what I need.
The potion takes effect, but then your ear catches the faintest sound of angry whispers, and the bleeding suddenly intensifies.
What's going on? It looks like it's nearly stopped. Then it just starts again. One of the Magisters didn't know when he was beaten. Drove a spear into my knee. He should have aimed higher, though. I didn't give him a chance to land a set. The spirit of a Magister jabs a spectral finger into the paladin's wound, while muttering some profane-sounding curse.
I'll do as I please. This paladin filth hacked me down right here in our headquarters. She's going to suffer for what she did to me.
The spirit thinks for a moment, then moves...
Very well. I am done with this world.
Last. Thank you. The wound's closed over. Thank you. Here, I found this on one of the Magisters. It looks valuable. Take it.
It's a waste of time. The Magisters are long gone. Maybe they escaped.
Piss off, paladin scum. Why? What'll you do? Kill my friends and lock me up? Go and die.
She spits at you.
Well, hello again. Welcome to my very, very humble abode. Guess I heard it too. The man has some curious ideas about what I refuse to raise a hand against fellow members of the Divine Order. Refuse to buy into Kem's lie that they're all Black Ring puppets. Kem's always been a hard man. His steel was forged in the war with the Black Ring. But recently he's turned cold. Not cruel, exactly, just harsh. They say it's the Void Woken, that he's too worried. Maybe that's it. Or maybe years of fighting finally broke him. Your guess is as good as mine. There are places in Kem's mansion that nobody goes but him. One has to wonder what he gets up to. Tension? How that hatred has been simmering for years. The Paladin. But now that some white magisters have been found colluding with the Black Ring, now that it's not just the city. The Divine Order is... There's never been much love lost between the Paladins and the Magisters, but this... Too many Paladins from noble families, and too many Magisters. Of course, the Paladins were the first recruits of Lucian. So, many saw the Magisters rising through the ranks as a threat to their... But now that some white Magisters have been found... I'll see you again, I hope. The company in...
Come on, let me out.
If you ask me, the Whites fled the moment the fighting began. The cowards.
Maybe they escaped.
500 escapees? We would have noticed. The damn cells were empty.
Who are you? Did Lord Kem send you about the missing prisoners? That is the ever-elusive mystery. These weren't escaped. Hardly. The jailer's records are clear. 564 men and women were signed in and never signed out again. And they are no... According to this, 564 prisoners are unaccounted for.
Maybe they were shipped to Fort Joy.
Not according to this. Besides, they weren't sorcerers. The cells are empty. Where are the prisoners?
The Magister Spirit looks up at you from a tortured face. His eyes are filled with pain.
In this dingy hut to end my days. Here, where I once toiled, and I'm still praying. For the glory of Lucian, there is no time, and the more powerful the sorcerer, the better the geist they make.
The Magister spirit looks up.
In this... And I'm still praying, Lucian.
Maybe they escaped. What do you suppose the Magisters are doing with her?
A creature that powerful?
This way's off limits.
You're after the young to spread Dallas's... Stay back. It's for your own good. Found the undead freak here already chained up by the Magister.
Her voice freezes into a harsh...
I say she's a demon. Creatures like this Windigo. They mask themselves, spread their black magic to children with their songs and stories. Makes me sick. You know this trickster? Well, go on then. Probably doesn't matter. Just keep your head on straight. She'll try to...
That undead witch heard her talking about some kind of covenant.
That's the demon's way. They give out promises like sweets. Don't listen to what she says. Her evil will slither into your brain through your ears. That's how they do it. Go ahead, but be careful. She'll get it.
Go on, be safe. Really think she's all that dangerous?
Dangerous enough that she's got to be kept in that fancy cell. The only way to keep her nasty thoughts stuck inside her head and away from our kids, I reckon.
Maybe. I guess the Lawmaster will figure it out.
What's this? Who are you? Give me room! I feel a breakthrough approaching.
She cradles her head in her hands, then pivots towards the prisoner. Her mouth open.
Too late! The spark's been snuffed. I trust you come bearing gold or godhood for me. to have interrupted such a sensitive... What led to this freak's imprisonment is a mystery as unsolved as the void itself. The evil is strong in her. Her words are soaked in it.
Visions of Windigo's attack on the vessel sailing to Fort Joy fill your head. Windigo cradles you in her arms, stroking your head as the waves crash around. You shake your head and the vision is gone. Your eyes rest not on the prisoner, but on the paladin. The paladin sighs, in, then out.
A sorcerer? You penetrate my thoughts as she... I understand now. You are as dangerous to her. I will give you the space you need. Things are under control. For now.
You step up to the cell to look at the skeleton you know to be Windigo. The barrier mutes her source, but it isn't her source.
An unexpected pleasure. For both of us, I'm sure.
She looks to the nearby device, and an urge engulfs you. An urge to power down the device to release Windigo from her cell. Her mouth remains closed, yet her voice settles in your mind.
There are others. His chosen. Yet I am no longer among them. They seek what you seek. The hammer. The God King rejoices as long as I am chained. Free me, and we might hobble him.
The voice is gone.
No more lies, Godwoken. No more treachery, no more death, no more... You can be free of me, and I can be free of him. Dropping the barrier requires a sacrifice. It won't be for naught.
Her lips go still.
Let us be rid of...
You reach your hand towards the device, and your inner source is stifled, as if you'd never rid yourself of that. After a bit of tinkering, the machine whines pitifully, and the shields...
Come to me, sweets.
She steps forward, slowly, but...
The God King no longer grants me his favor. Mask ripped from me and flesh flayed to bone. Now he's chosen another. I should hate you for what you've done to me. Hate you for that. But I hate him so much more. He loved me when I was useful. Go to the new chosen. See that he suffers. See that the God King suffers. In your name and in mine. Linderkem. The God King's current beloved. No more skin in his real bones than on a peeled jackfruit. And it is not only his ear the God King whispers into. The dwarf called... If you want to get to the God King, you go through Linderkem. You topple his Tower of Lies. The God King. He said if I could find Dallas, eliminate her, I could take my place by his son, the Magisters. They've got ways of silencing swords. I go to Kem. Or his estate, rather. He's got a sworn breaker scythe. It'll free me from the Covenant. I'd be mortal, yes, but no longer a...
This creature, this monster, would have seen us drowned at sea.
If the God King has truly abandoned her, then this is our chance to slay her, once and for all.
If she was truly with the God King and turned against him, she could prove a valuable ally.
Neither of us are inclined to mercy. Let's make... Before you go, I have something for you. Something I learned.
Windigo pauses. She'd...
Goodbye, Godwoken.
You are the hand. You are the hand that hurts. The hand that... You are the foot. You are the foot that aches to run away. The...
That undead witch. Heard her talking about some kind of covenant.
That's the demon's way. They give out promises like sweets, luring the weak. Don't listen to what she says. Her evil will slither into your brain through your ears. That's how they do it. Creature that powerful, grooming her probably. Send her after the young to spread Dallas's lies.
Maybe. I guess the Lawmaster will figure it out. Dangerous.
Dangerous enough that she's got to be kept in that fancy cell. The only way
This makes no sense.
The spirit of a magister lingers nearby.
Look at this! Just look at this! Our barracks ransacked by I got Brent out of here. He was wounded. He wouldn't have stood a chance. I came back to see if I could help any others. But I got a saber through the heart instead. Who knows? Fled, probably. One.
The spirit glances around.
So much for that.
The spirit leans back to appraise you.
You're no paladin. But why should I tell you? Fine. Just check in on him for me, will you? I lowered him down there, where the paladins likely wouldn't...
I've spotted something.
Barracks was meant to be surrounded. How did they slip by? Dallas, you snake. Where are you hiding? Well, if it isn't my better side. I hope we made the right decision. It may have escaped your notice, But we have just taken over an entire Magister barracks and the whole place has to be searched. So, what is it? The Lord Dread lies in the harbor, but the hammer isn't aboard. Nor is she among the pirates. But rest assured, your help is not needed. My pallet... Very well. We know that Dallas and the Whites if they were all working for the Black Ring, and I believe they were, we don't have much yet. But not much. At least White Magister Raymond was here with his cabal as the fighting began. They must have left some clue as they ran. Something that will lead us to their... I know he is a toad. A hopping little is cruel. And given that he was not cut, I don't know what rock he's hiding under. Who can truly know a diseased mind? Although much as I despise the creature, she fought well in battles against... I pray it helps. Do you need anything more? She disobeyed orders. She knew the consequences. I expect she shall. The Whites have betrayed the memory of Lucian in the most heinous manner. We've had our suspicions, but the Order must persist. The Order must endure. Lord Ahu? Surely you've heard of him. Rummage around in your childhood. More recently, he's taken the most honored post as the Keeper of... It's no wonder he took an interest in the White Magister's crimes. Their betrayal is one against the... And? What of it? Be quick. Goodbye.
This fire was set on purpose.
The plaque reads, 2, or...
Must have surely taken it.
The plaque reads, 4, Engraved on the plaque are the words... The plaque reads, Pure...
Fools! They aren't looking at the right spot. They'll never find what they want.
A combination lock is embedded into the face of the hatch. A sequence of numbers has been engraved on the face of the mechanism. 1, 3. Each of the 4 dials bears 4 phrases that can be rotated. The first dial must be set. The mechanism click. The second dial has the same 4 phrases to select from. The mechanism clicks once. The third dial bears the same option. Another click. One last dial remains. The final dial. Then, deeper within the mechanism, the hatch yields.
What? No, it can't be. You cheated. My life's work.
The spirit vanishes.
I've spotted...
Someone worked hard to keep this place secret.
Lucky find.
So much effort to maintain secrecy. What are the Magisters hiding?
To die at a feasting table surrounded by comrades. There's no better end, surely. Rivalon will thank us for our deeds, my brothers and sisters. Rivalon will thank us for our deeds, my